But
And we
it
don't
will
put
be,
it
if
in
it
council
isn't already, the sacred, magical number of 7,000. And please make sure that you get on the computer, those of you that can
Anyone
do so,
has a form here?
and vote on the
Petition?
computer and sign in there. That's the easy way. Not for me, but for you. So that's an important thing. Everything that you are doing this evening, next week, last week, is, as Barry Wharton has just said, it's, what's the polite way of finding the manure out of it? But there's plenty of manure about, and it all comes from them. Either out of their mouth or anywhere else.
Fill it.
What I was going to say, ladies and gentlemen, was I don't care about anyone else. All you want to say money, money, money all the time. And do they care about us? No.
They think we're a football club.
Can I put forward a proposition that we might in fact vote on? I'm uncomfortable with the security presence in the room. That we take a vote on whether we ask them to leave or whether we're happy to leave.
They're facing cuts as well. Anyway, it's our
Order, one at a time, please.
Yeah, I mean, there was a proposal and I couldn't hear. I heard no's and I heard yeses. So.
It wasn't his
He was going to ask the police to leave.
Okay.
Okay, I first came here 29 and a half years ago campaigning for Cobbitts Wood to be turned into a nature reserve, and we won. Thank you. I mean, it was a community, it was the community that backed us all, that backed the conservationists, and we've been working there every Sunday ever since. But I turned then to looking at the district and looking at the wider area, now I'm looking at the whole of Barnet. The problem is one of corruption. It's very, very obvious that it's there. You see it in all sorts of ways. Like, once upon a time, I was at the Barrow of Haringey, excuse me, about 10 years ago, about Pinkham Way. Barnet Council, of course, owned the land. They wanted to develop it for houses and a school. And I pointed out to Haringey, Haringey let me talk for 15 minutes, as long as I wanted to. When I had something more interesting, I said, can I add to that? They allowed me to. Not just me, but everybody. They could talk, hang on, people could talk for as long as they wanted to. The meeting went on till about 10 minutes past midnight, but everybody was satisfied that they'd said their piece. Here in Barnet, they gave us 5 minutes to talk at a planning committee. Now it's down to 3 minutes. Sorry, only 2 people can speak against and only one for. I mean, that is not democracy.
Ollie, tell us about Pinkham Way. Ollie, tell us about Pinkham Way. Yes, that's a good opportunity.
What would you like to know?
Well, they were supposed to have a meeting tonight, right? They were going to sell that off to some crazy, reactionary, backward-looking waste disposal facility that nobody needs, right? Now, tell us what's going to happen as far as you know.
Well, what is going to happen is that they will be unable to develop it for many years, as long as I'm around. We know for certainty there are bats, there are protected species, there are plenty of trees that roost in. Every single tree, which is very dangerous, needs to be inspected up a ladder. Nobody's going to do it. And so the trees are protected because the bats are there. That's one thing. The other thing is we know that newts are breeding there. They're also a European protected species, and Barnet Council, nor anybody else, can develop that land because there are newts there. And the newts crawling everywhere, underneath every cart, every leaf, every twig, and they're there. Try and find them in a big place. and you can't legally send in any vehicle not lawfully. They can be sued, right? So it's not gonna be developed.
I vote for you to be a protected.
Okay.
But we have to be vigilant because these people are corrupt and they have to be watched, and that is something we need to do all the time. Thank you.
Okay.
And can I follow on about Pinkham Way? Pinkham Way. The other thing about Pinkham Way is well, the Nature Conservancy side, it's a grade 1 site with the importance of Nature Conservancy of the largest site in North London, 6.5 hectares, could also be part of a green corridor going through from Muswell Hill up to Hertfordshire, more or less. The other aspect about Pinkham Way, the North London Waste Plan, is that they were proposing to have a procurement contract whereby each borough should be sending 70% of their black bin waste to Pinkham Way, to the North London Waste Authority. And what this would mean would be that they, basically, to cut a long story short, they would either the council would be paying more money to the North London Waste Authority to make up this 70% guaranteed minimum tonnage, or people will start thinking, okay, we don't want to pay this, we won't be recycling anymore. We'll put everything in the black bin to make sure they don't have to pay the money. Okay, that's it.
Apparently guards are stopping people from moving around in other rooms, and we really want them to be allowed to come and join this public meeting.
There is an overflow room there. Some people are there and they're not allowed into this room. I think we should demand that they will be let to participate in this meeting.
Can we not speak to them in there? Can you hear me clearly?
No, there's no microphone here. Slower.
They can probably hear because it is an overflow room. There probably is a PA system. This is very true. Pauline, can we ask for the people in the overflow room to be allowed here?
It makes it easier for you to get everyone together.
Can we please have the people from the other room? Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, exactly. Sorry, Philip, did you get more to say?